The NFC is stacked. Elite quarterbacks, dominant defenses, and battle-tested coaches are all fighting for the same goal, a trip to the NFC Championship. But there's one team that keeps surprising people, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And leading the charge, none other than Baker Mayfield. Can the Buccaneers actually make it to the NFC Championship with Baker Mayfield at quarterback? Let's break it all down. Number 1, the Baker Mayfield story. Drafted first overall in 2018 by the Cleveland Browns, Mayfield came into the league with swagger, confidence, and sky-high expectation. And early on, he looked the part. He broke the rookie touchdown record and helped the Browns snap a 635-day losing streak. But inconsistency, injuries, and coaching turnover plagued his Cleveland years. One season he looked like a franchise savior, the next he was throwing picks and feuding with the media. By 2022, Baker was bouncing between teams, the Panthers, then the Rams. Most wrote him off as a backup, a stopgap, a has-been. But then came Tampa Bay. Number 2, Tampa Bay's transformation. When Tom Brady retired for real this time, everyone expected the Bucs to fade into irrelevant. No more GOAT, no more Super Bowl buzz, just a team in rebuilding mode. But Tampa Bay wasn't ready to fold. They still had weapons. Mike Evans, one of the most consistent wide receivers in NFL history. Chris Godwin, a route-running technician. Rashad White, an emerging threat in the backfield. And a defense full of playmakers. Levante David, Antoine Winfield Jr., Vita Vea, and more. The missing piece? A quarterback with fire, grit, a chip on his shoulder. Enter Baker Mayfield. Number 3, Baker's impact in Tampa. Let's talk about Baker's actual performance. He's brought leadership, intensity, and most importantly, production. Statistically, he's been solid. Not elite, but steady. He's cut down on turnovers, made big-time throws, and showed command in high-pressure moments. One of his biggest improvements, pocket poise. Earlier in his career, Baker would bail on clean pockets. In Tampa, he's standing tall, delivering darts to Evans and Godwin, and letting plays develop. And then there's the intangible. This team believes in Baker. His teammates have rallied behind him. Head coach Todd Bowles has praised his toughness. Offensive coordinator Dave Canales, known for his QB-friendly schemes, has helped unlock Baker's best traits. This isn't just a plug-in QB. This is Baker's team. Number 4, the Bucs defense, a championship foundation. Now let's talk defense, because if the Bucs make a deep playoff run, it won't just be because of Baker. It'll be because their defense plays at an elite level. Tampa Bay's defense is experienced, fast, and physical. Vita Vea anchors the defensive line, a mountain of a man who clogs the middle and demands double team. Levante David, even in his 30s, is still a sideline-to-sideline linebacker who diagnoses plays instantly. Antoine Winfield Jr. might be the most underrated safety in football, a ball hawk and tackling machine. And Shaquille Barrett, when healthy, can wreck games off the edge. They don't just defend, they attack. Blitz-heavy schemes, disguised coverages, and aggressive play calling keep opponents guessing. And in the playoffs, defense travels. Cold weather, road games, hostile environments. It doesn't matter when you have a unit that hits hard and takes the ball away. Number 5, NFC landscape. Who stands in their way? So what's standing in their way? Let's take a look at the NFC powerhouses. Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, a stacked roster, and a physical identity. San Francisco 49ers. Maybe the most complete team in football with stars at every level. Detroit Lions, young, hungry, and well-coached under Dan Campbell. Dallas Cowboys. Talented, but always unpredictable in the playoffs. Green Bay Packers. With Jordan Love emerging, they're dangerous. LA Rams and Seattle Seahawks. Wildcard teams with playoff experience. The road to the NFC Championship is no cakewalk. To get there, the Bucs will likely need to pull off an upset, maybe even 2. But that's where Baker's underdog mentality shines. He's used to being the guy nobody expects to win, and that's exactly what makes him dangerous. Number 6, playoff formula. How they can get there. The path to the NFC Championship is never easy, especially in a league as fiercely competitive and unpredictable as the NFL. But for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, there's a very real formula that could get them there. And it starts with understanding the unique strengths and challenges this roster brings to the table. Let's break it down. 1, clean football from Baker Mayfield. At the core of this playoff push is Baker Mayfield. He doesn't need to throw for 400 yards a game or look like Patrick Mahomes out there. What the Bucs need from Baker is control, a steady hand that can navigate high-pressure situations without making costly errors. Turnovers kill postseason dreams, and Baker's history shows both the risk and the reward he brings. 2, Mike Evans' dominance. Mike Evans remains one of the most underappreciated wide receivers in the NFL, and also one of the most dangerous. He's a physical mismatch for nearly every cornerback in the league. With his size, body control, and reliable hands, he can be a game changer. Come playoff time, star players have to shine, and Evans has shown he can do just that. If he catches fire, especially in clutch moments, he could take over games. Deep balls, red zone fades, third down conversions. 3. A balanced run game. While Baker and Evans will get the headlines, the real X factor might be Rachaad White and the Bucs' ground game. A strong rushing attack does more than just chew clock. It creates balance, keeps defenses honest, and opens up the play-action game, which Baker thrives in. Rachaad White showed flashes of brilliance in the regular season. He has vision, burst, and enough receiving ability to stay on the field in all situations. If he can consistently churn out 4 or 5 yards per carry, the entire offense becomes more dynamic. That forces defenses to load the box, opening up shots downfield and freeing up space for Evans, Chris Godwin, and the tight ends. A reliable run game is also essential for controlling tempo, especially on the road or against high-octane offenses. It's about keeping your defense fresh, wearing down the opponent, and owning the pace of the game. 4. A defense that creates havoc. Defense wins championships. We've heard it a million times because it's true. And for Tampa Bay, a deep playoff run hinges on whether this defense can become a disruptive force. This unit doesn't need to be perfect, but it does need to be aggressive. That means pressure, sacks, strip sacks, interceptions, defensive touchdowns. Tampa Bay needs to force mistakes, create short fields for the offense, and swing momentum. Players like Vita Vea, Levante David, Antoine Winfield Jr., and Shaquille Barrett must step up as leaders and playmakers. It's not just about keeping scores low, it's about changing games. 5. Creative, adaptable coaching. Finally, coaching could make or break this run. Todd Bowles brings experience and a defensive mindset, but he'll need to evolve and adapt to stay ahead of the NFL's most innovative minds. Relying on pure talent won't cut it in the postseason. The Bucs need a plan and the courage to adjust when it isn't working. Bowles must find ways to disguise coverage, pressure quarterbacks without sacrificing coverage, and manage game situations with precision. Clock management, fourth down decisions, and red zone defense are all magnified in the playoffs. Number 7. The intangibles. Stats matter. So do matchups, schemes, and injury reports. But sometimes in the NFL, it's not about what's on paper. It's about what's in the locker room. And this Bucs team has something. It's belief. Belief that they're better than the media thinks. Belief that Baker Mayfield, once written off as a failed first-round pick, can lead them. Belief that they're more than just a transition team post-Brady. That they're built to win now. This team has heart. They've battled through adversity, doubters, and tough losses. And they've seen their quarterback play with fire, diving for first downs, jawing with defenders, leading emotional comebacks. That kind of attitude is infectious. It inspires teammates, it builds trust. There's also experience. Mike Evans and Levante David have been through countless battles. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more NFL content, and drop a comment below. Do you believe in the Bucs' playoff chances? Can Baker lead them to the NFC Championship?